everybody, and welcome to Casa Vaszauskas, where you're going to learn how to make Cindy's and my favorite cheese enchiladas with homemade sauce tonight. We're doing this for the Mansfield Mission Center. We're very proud to support this organization, and let's get started. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is you need to start with 4 New Mexican or Guajillo, either one, New Mexican or Guajillo. I can't roll my R, sorry about that. Dried peppers, and then the mother of all peppers, in my opinion, the ancho chili pepper. So 4 of each one. So I'm using the guajillos and the anchos. So you need to stem them and seed them. So we start by just pulling out the stem and then ripping them apart and getting rid of all of these seeds. See all the seeds? Here we go. We want to get rid of all of those seeds. And I'm just going to do one of these. I've already done the other 4. You actually don't have to get rid of every seed, but I like to try to get rid of as many as I can. And you want to soak these in ice cold water so that they become kind of pliable. And you want to exchange the water a couple of times, okay? Also, we want to do the same thing with the guajillo. Just tear the stem off. This one, I like to use scissors, and you just cut that open and get all the seeds out. And again, you're using 4 of each type of pepper, and you're just soaking that in water. Okay, so there we go. And we want to dump this water out a couple of times. So they've been soaking for a little while. We want to pour that water out and replace it with good fresh water. At least once, sometimes twice. And just let those get soaking while you do the rest. Okay, all of our ingredients are right here. We've got 3 tablespoons of butter. We've got 3 tablespoons of flour. We have a teaspoon of cumin, 2 teaspoons of any taco seasoning that you like. I use Savvy's because I love MISD. And then also a teaspoon of fajita seasoning. And then 3 cloves of garlic. If they're big size, use 3. If they're small, use 4 cloves of garlic. Half a chopped white onion, medium size. 32 ounces of chicken stock, and then some chicken base, and then of course our peppers. Those are all the ingredients. We're gonna start by making a roux. Okay, we're gonna start this by beginning to make our roux. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna melt the butter in a pan. Come on. Once the butter is melted, then you're gonna add the flour. And you're gonna cook this for just about a minute so that we can get us a nice, good golden roux. And then once it's cooked down just a little bit and you're getting that nice color, you're gonna add the seasoning to it. Once the roux's been cooking just a while, you get a color and a consistency about that. So it's not a real dark roux. You add the seasoning. That's a teaspoon of cumin, 2 teaspoons of any taco seasoning that you like, and a teaspoon of fajita seasoning. And you just stir that into the roux. And it looks just about like that, and that's perfect. Once it's cooked for about 30 seconds to 1 minute, you add 32 ounces of chicken stock. This is really not hard. So we're almost done actually. We just have to let it cook. So you add 32 ounces of chicken stock, the garlic, the onion, and you go get your peppers and you dump the water out. And then you add your peppers. And you're gonna let that simmer for about 15 minutes. The only thing that we have left to add is the chicken base, and I'll do that toward the end. While the peppers and the onion are boiling, I just want to share, this is the type of cheese that I like, the queso fresco. It's the one that really, I think it's a really mild cheese, but you're welcome to use any type of cheese that you like on cheese enchiladas. Now, while the peppers are going, we're heating up the oil. You can use canola oil, vegetable oil, or peanut oil to make the corn tortillas softened so that we can roll them. All right, we're almost done, but this is the type of cheese that we like to do. And if you don't mind coming on over and taking a look, the peppers are ready. They've been simmering for about 15 minutes. Everything looks really, really good. So we're gonna let those cool just a minute, and then we're gonna start putting these together. All right, cheese is grated, the oil's hot, corn tortillas are out, everything's prepared. After the peppers have softened and cooled just a little bit, we just put everything into a blender. And you want to cover this, and I think it's always good just to make sure that you've got a good tight lid on this, because this is very hot. So once it's in the blender, we're just going to blend it on very high. You see the steam coming out for about 15, 30 seconds, something like that. And then you can taste it and see the heat, but you can taste it with, once it cools a little bit, you can taste it. You can add more salt, more cumin, more taco sauce, anything that you want. But there's our taco sauce. Sorry, enchilada sauce, not taco sauce, enchilada sauce. All right, it's time to put or soften the corn tortillas. And so I just want you to get a good picture of this. The oil should be hot enough that when you put it in, it immediately bubbles, but not to the point where it just immediately fries. You're going to drop it in just for about 2 or 3 seconds and then let it drain. And then put it on the paper towels. Do the same thing, a couple at a time. Pat those dry with additional paper towels. You can use, obviously I don't have one handy, but you can use that. Take them, and then we're going to put a little bit of cheese on each one. We're going to roll them up. Put them in the pan. And then we'll keep repeat that until the pan is full. Once your pan is full of enchiladas, you're just going to drench everything in the sauce. You can put as much or as little as you like on it. And then sprinkle the extra cheese. And then once everything is ready, you're going to put it in the oven, 400 degrees, really for not really very long, probably 4 or 5 minutes. Everything is cooked. The sauce is hot. All you're really trying to do is just melt the cheese. There we have some great cheese enchiladas. We hope you love this recipe as much as we do. During this time, this crazy time, it's an honor for me to participate in this program for the Mansfield Mission Center. If you can find it in your heart to support that organization during this crazy time, we would appreciate it. They're serving hundreds of families that are in need. So as you're making this meal, if you have any questions, please call Cindy.
Ha ha.